Hey there, I'm Cameron, and this is Eric. Together we own Carolina Turf Services, and today we want to take just a minute to shoot a short video about $50 lawn care, right? Right now we're sitting in the heart of spring. It's gorgeous. It's 80 degrees outside. The lawns are beautiful. They're nice and green. The phone's ringing slap off the hook. And probably the most popular question we get is, hey, so-and-so company, quoted my lawn for $50, and you guys are a little bit more expensive, why is that, right? And that's an easy question for us to answer, I think. Absolutely, right?
Yeah, so like he said, biggest question we get is why we're more expensive, or why are you a little bit more expensive than a current provider. And the first thing that we like to do to educate everybody is just going on the products behind a good treatment. And the first thing is fertilizer. That's going to be the biggest portion, or it should be the biggest portion of your treatment costs.
Yeah, man, I think, like I say, of our budget for the lawns, like 70-80% goes into nutrition, right?
Yeah, so as an example, you can get a cheap bag of fertilizer, something like maybe a 4600 for maybe, $25 a bag. We try to do something that's a little bit higher quality. We have one of our own bags here. We have this custom made for us, and it costs us about $37 to get this bag in. Most of the yards around our area that we service are anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 square feet. There are some that are smaller and bigger, but that's just our average. And if we go out to a 8,000 square foot home, we're going to be putting almost that entire bag of fertilizer on that lawn, just shy of the entire bag. So that's $37 out of that $50 treatment right there if we were to charge $50. And that leaves very little room for weed control and labor to pay somebody to actually do it.
Yeah, and I think, man, the biggest thing is, there's a big difference in what goes in those bags, right? Like, all fertilizers are not created equal. I think the biggest thing is when you go with that really cheap, that 4600, and you go and you slap it out on the yard, you get this tremendous amount of surge growth. Your lawn grows 2 feet. Yeah, you're mowing, every 2 or 3 days, and you're just trying to stay ahead of it. And then after 3 weeks, all your color's gone, it's faded away, and you don't have a nice green lawn. And that's not what we're trying to do as professionals. We want to give you a nice, consistent, nutrient release, so that for 8 or 10 weeks after we come fertilize, you've got a great, beautiful green lawn that can be fed, that can be healthy, and it isn't going to be ugly, and it's not going to mow you to death, and that's a really big thing for us. And then kind of going on to that and a little bit further is when you start diving into the weed control piece. I think probably the average homeowner, Eric, isn't aware that when we look at a weed control label, even if it's a different company and we're using the exact same product, right? There's actually rates on the container, right?
Yeah, so it's not just you get a bottle of so-and-so weed control and it's one rate, one size fits all. That's just not the case. They have a wide range of product usage, so you could go out from anywhere, as an example, anywhere maybe from 1 ounce to 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet, depending on the product, and that can drastically affect the price 2 or even 3 times, depending on what it is and how much it costs to put that product out at the proper rate.
Yeah, and when you say proper rate, for us, each company can define what their proper rate is, but for us, it's about delivering a green, weed-free turf. We're not happy with just getting part of the weeds. We want to really make sure our product is going to hammer home. Yeah, it's going to deliver what we say it's going to deliver. And that doesn't mean every treatment kills everything, but it does mean that treating at the right rates gives you a much better result, right?
Yeah, and then another thing that goes with that adds a little bit of value to why we consider ourselves a little bit more expensive than that $50 price point is having a technician that's going to be there and dedicated for your lawn. Throughout the whole season, you're going to have the same tech, so it's not going to be some 17 or 18-year-old kid that's going to come out and they don't care about your lawn. They've never seen your lawn before. They just want to get it done. You'll see them push the fertilizer hopper around the edge of the yard and hop back in the truck and be gone, and you're wondering, hey, where's the rest of my fertilizer and my treatment? So if you have a tech that's there the whole season, they get invested in the lawn, and that's something that we like to do as well to add that value in.
Yeah, I think that's a big portion is definitely learning the lawn as well, and that's something, by having that dedicated tech, we're able to see those problems and really deliver better result, or maybe say, hey, Miss Johnson, we need to come out and do a soil test because X, Y, and Z is happening, and we just think we can deliver a better result because of that. So just to kind of, wrap it up really simply, products, they vary different in cost, and if we're spending $45 on your lawn, and it's a $50 treatment, it's just very little that we can do to really give you an outstanding product. And so, if you've got a $50 lawn care service right now and they're not delivering and not giving you great results, maybe it's time to think about spending a little bit more money with a more premium company that's going to use those better products and really deliver not a $50 service, but a great lawn. And that's what we really aim to do, is deliver that outstanding product. So we hope we can, see you out there in a Concord lawn. We hope to get out there. You can check Mr. Eric out for some in-person estimates or all that good stuff. But we'd love to see you in your lawn. Have a great